really listen to this coming Wednesday. Thank you very much. Hi guys, my name is Harriet Murage. I'm a child psychologist at the Gender Violence Recovery Center. I'm based at Haligam. I'm going to talk to you about teens pregnancies, which we are really experiencing during this period. And I would like to invite you to really listen to this coming Wednesday. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. From the GVLC, we are always pleased to have you following us, especially every Wednesday, and this is what we call Engage Wednesday. So join us and we welcome you. And before anything and everything, we need to follow the government guideline so that we are able to take care of ourselves and take care of you. So as usual, we need to sanitize ourselves, and we need to remind you, sanitize yourself and follow all the protocols that are laid out there. Good morning, Harriet.
Morning, Becky.
You also need to sanitize
Thank
before
you.
we start our show.
Thank you, yeah. Any other person?
Me and
Somebody
you.
has.
Thank you so much, Harriet. Thank you so much, viewers. Again, we want to say welcome to our Engage Wednesday. And today we are looking at a sad topic, and this is what is happening in our country. And we are discussing about teen pregnancies. And when we hear about teen pregnancies, we are talking about children who have been defiled and they have become pregnant. And you can imagine we are looking at children, especially between 11 years and 17 years. What a sad situation. Together with me to help me discuss and look at this topic is an expert in children issues, and it's other than Harriet, who is going, I'll give her time to just introduce herself, tell us who she is, what she does, and her relationship with children. Welcome, Harriet.
Thank you, Becky. Good morning. My name is Harriet Murage. I work with the GVRC. I'm based at the Haligam branch, and I'm specialized here with children in psychology. We see children, yes, as Becky is saying, and it's a sad issue, especially this time during COVID. We are seeing so many teens who have become pregnant because of defilement.
So I'll start where you've left. Is a sad situation, and we are seeing children. So whatever we've been seeing in the country, is it true that children are becoming pregnant at that rate that we are seeing in this country?
Yeah, it's quite true. We are seeing not less than 2 children every week who have become pregnant. And these are teens. Basically, not that they have been defiled by like accidents. Some of them are actually taking themselves to the so-called people, they're calling them boyfriends. But unfortunately, they get pregnant, and that's how we are coming to talk about it. Right today, yeah.
That's quite sad that at GVLC, you say we are seeing 2 children in a day who are pregnant. That's quite sad.
Yeah.
And from the statistics that you gave me,
Yes.
that for children who have presented in all GVRC centers, and when we talk about GVRC centers, we mean at our Nairobi Women's Hospital facilities. We have 9 branches across the country. We have Haringam, we have Adams, we are in Meru, we are in Kajiado, we are in Kitengela and Rongai. We are in Mombasa, and we are in Nakuru and Naivasha. Now, from statistics from those facilities, you have told me since March to date, you have supported 51 teenagers who reported at the facilities, tested, and they were pregnant. Is that true?
Yes.
Is that correct data?
It is correct data. Yeah, from all our branches. Yeah, when you break down the statistics, or when you combine all the statistics, yeah, the total is 51.
51 girls.
From 51 teens. And we are talking of young teens from, as you are saying, from 11 to 17. They come already when they are going for testing, because we give medical and psychosocial support, and they have to be tested. And one of the tests normally is pregnancy. So they have turned pregnant already. They are already pregnant.
These are children who are in school. These are children who are in primary school.
Yes.
These are children who are in both primary and high school.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's a shocker to us at GVRC, because notably this time they are away from school. We are seeing it's an alarming number. We have actually not been seeing this, but it's alarming to us. And to parents as well, and to the country, because these children are supposed to go back to school. Some of them are from March, because they have become pregnant from March. You can count the month. Like now the gestation period is going on. As by the time they are opening in January, some of them will be actually giving birth.
Okay, so you're telling me we'll have so many children who will be mothers, who will be mothers. And hold that, Harriet. Now, we are talking from March to date, which is July.
Yes.
Meaning, and according to Magoha, the schools will be opened in January. Yeah. Are you telling me that this is not the end? We may see increase from July to December?
I should think so, because as we are, they are still disappearing. And quite the reports we are getting, actually, they are disappearing from homes, from parents, and going to the influence to their boyfriends. And some of them, by the time they come back, even if they report, there's not much help. So as we are talking, they are still doing it, isn't it? So by the time the school opens, we still get some other fresh ones who are 2 months. Yeah, we are here to see them, because every day, there's no day that is passing without getting a case of a pregnant girl.
Okay. Yeah. So viewers, what we are saying, the data that you are seeing out there is quite worrying. And now we are speaking from, from like the way people say, we are speaking from the kitchen, that we have the source. I've seen some people asking, do you have source of this data? So whatever we are giving you is authenticated data. These are children who have reported to our facilities, and we have tested them and confirmed. And these are 51 girls. It's a representation of what is happening in the country. And according to what Harriet is saying, is that we are yet to see more of these numbers, because now we are in the month of July. Schools will be opened in January, meaning between July and December, if we don't do anything, we may see more numbers than what we are reporting.
Yeah, sure.
And remember, viewers, interesting is that these are only girls who have reported to our only 9 centers, meaning there are many around the country, because we are not all over the country.
Sure.
So Harriet, why all this? What is what is happening?
Generally, teens have the vibes. They are very energetic. They have so much energy. They're energetic, and they feel like they have the vibe under no circumstances. So this time round, they have stayed at home for too long. And they feel very excited. Under normal circumstances, when they're in school, you see their activities are routine, and everything as order. This time you are doing this from morning to evening, and those who are boarding, the same case. But here are teens with all the energy, with all the excitement. They are put in the house, or they are locked in, so to say. So anything that tricks them like this, that they should get excitement because of this boredom, they rush to take it. So what I would say, there's so much peer pressure as well. And you know, teens, they really love what their peers, the opinions of their peers. So this pressure is leading them so much to go and experiment what their peers are doing. Because you see, as we are saying, we are seeing these children, we are not hearing. So they also tell us what is happening with them. And they say, when their fellow teens tell them, you should know what you are experiencing. My boyfriend is this like this, we are doing like this, you are just there, you are stuck in the house, and to you, and you know. So they say also they are going to do it. So they follow the thread of the peers.
Okay.
Those who do not have boyfriends already, they have a Kahoot, the cohort of introduction. You are introduced to this one because I knew this one from this other one. So we are in a group. And I think they also want to get lost with others. So unless the child herself has been guided enough, which we will look at.
I'll come there for the guiding. But I want to repeat what I hear you saying. That could be the genesis of all this. Because we have had a parent being blamed, and you will tell us whether it's true. But one of the things that you have said is that these children, because I'm going to call them children, the fact that they are teenagers, they are children, they were used to schedules. They were already in a planned system. Now they are at home, and there are no schedules. They are locked down. And you're saying, again, these are children who, they're at that stage of experimental. They're at that stage of excitement. They're at that stage of, again, listening to their peers. That's what I hear you saying. Now, tell us a little bit about that stage of developmental.
You see, this is what we call the growth spurt. The growth spurt means puberty. And when children are into this developmental stage of puberty, they have those, they have sexual feelings.
They have sexual feelings.
They have sexual
so we
feelings,
need to remind parents
that
they have sexual feelings.
They have sexual feelings.
At age 11?
From age 11. Even, in fact, parents should start from the preteens.
The 9.
From 8-9 years, we need to start talking to mother-daughter.
Harriet, wait a minute, because I don't want to lose that. This is very important out there to the parent. You hear, our psychologist is telling us at age 8, 9, they are called preteen. They have the feelings. The sexual feelings are there.
Let's say the teens, from the teen, that's when the puberty, the spurt, the growth spurt itself of adolescence starts. But we should take so much care from age 8, the preteens, because these days they know everything. And unless we start mother-daughter talk, or whoever the caregiver who is really responsible for this age, because we are molding it before they get to teens, so that they get to know sex and sexuality. And most parents do not touch that topic. So it is better when parents are enlightened that if they can actually start talking to their daughters from age 8, 9, because we have had children at 9 years who have gotten pregnant, isn't it? They have even gotten children. So that is the basic of, when we talk about the growth spurt, that of sexual feelings and excitement, we should start teaching them now before they get there.
Okay. Parents, those who are our viewers and following, one important thing Harriet has said is that if we have to prevent this, you must understand what is happening in the world of the child. And remember, parent, now we don't have any teacher now. between now and December, no teacher. There will be no teacher. So you are the one who is entrusted to this child. And what Harriet is saying, that age 8, 9, 10, 11, all that, they already have the sexual feeling. And now you are here to educate them that it is there. But now after I educate them, what else do I need to do? Because the parent, I know there's a parent there asking, okay, now you've told me they have the feelings. I now know. What do we need to do? And remember, this is a topic that looks like a taboo. Talking to children about, and you told me 8 years, and I'm telling them that they have sexual feelings. Is it possible for a parent?
The feelings, maybe, it depends on the age also. What you talk to an age 8 and 9 is not what you talk to an adolescent. These ones you are teaching them. Do you know if they hear, even if they don't practice, they could be hearing from their senior sisters. But they should know that if this happens with a girl and a boy, what can happen? The pregnancy comes because a boy and a girl have slept together and they have this what is called sex. But as you are saying, Becky, it's a taboo. It's not easy for parents to tell an 8-year-old, 9-year-old this. And that is why we ask them to bring them to us. You see, they listen to us and they'll tell us everything. But the teens, from the teen, they already know what really... They know what can result because they're even getting social ethics in school. They're being taught about sex and sexuality. But as you are saying, now they are not in school. So who is this teaching our children? The parents, if they don't teach them, of course they have the peers out there. And telling them the repercussions. What are these? The reproductive consequences of the risks of involving in sexual intercourse at that age, because some of them already have not started the puberty, but they are found into it when they are doing practicing or experimenting sex. They have not even started what we call the menstruation period. But as they continue, they get pregnant without knowing that. So they won't even understand they're pregnant because there was no period to be missed. So we are getting them like that actually. There's nothing that they missed. So the rate presentation, what you say, they never came at the right time to be seen. So because they didn't know anything is existing.
So they had not started their menses.
Yes, so they haven't started their menses. So by the time the parent is realizing actually the girl is 5 months pregnant.
Because she didn't know.
Because she didn't know.
Wow, parents and our viewers, this is very important. We are trying to see what can we do. And that's why we are airing this program, because our end goal is to help you out there, to help your child so that we are able to prevent these teen pregnancies. And other than teen pregnancies, your daughter may not be pregnant, but there are other issues surrounding them, maybe diseases, you know, STIs, HIVs. And there's something that parents that has come out very, very loud that I would like you really take. That some of these, when your children are experimenting, some of these girls have not even started their menses. So they may not. That's why they are coming when they are already 5 months pregnant. And so what Harriet is saying is that you have to engage them. She said that we have 2 types of teachers. If you not be the teacher, the peers, that's what you said, the peers will teach them. And of course, parents, we must agree, if the peers will teach them, they'll give them negative information. So, Harriet, as a parent, if I want to teach these teenagers, and I know teenagers are very tricky, what are some of the methods do I need to engage the, you know, do you have like some soft skills that you can help parents there who are saying my teen doesn't talk, they are rude? Are there skills that you can help a parent, especially of a teenager?
You see, teenagers, they usually say the parents or the mothers, because mostly it's the mothers who talk to the daughters. And in this case, when we are talking about these pregnancies, we are referring to the teens, the girl child. They want to tell the parents what they want to know. So it's very tricky for you to, if you don't learn your child well in teenage, it's very easy for them to trick the parent, because they complain, the parents, the mothers belittle everything they tell them. They try to belittle it so much. They feel they are stressed because they want them to look like mature people. They treat their teenagers like adults, so to say, but they call them children. You are a child, you should not come out of here. Then if you have not done this, why are you behaving like a child? So that identity confusion, they report that because my parent is belittling me every time she wants to talk to me, I would not say. So we would like to tell parents, the mothers, when they are talking to their teens, let them listen and listen with a third ear what they are saying. Because they could be going through stress as they are being trained, or they may not want what the other peers are taking through to them, but because they fear this mother who is maybe harsh, because unless you become a friend, you see that's what we call a friend. Be a friend to your daughter. Make friendship, very, very close friend, such that when she goes through anything that she knows, it's you might teach her, do not walk with so and so. But why are you telling me not to walk with so and so? Tell me the reason. What is wrong with this girl? What is wrong with this boy? Because children of nowadays, even boys and girls, hugging and even sleeping in bed, might think that it's okay with them. And again, because of what they're seeing in social media.
Yes.
That is part of other thing we are going to talk about. So if the parents want their girl, daughter to be close to them, make them your friend.
Okay. Viewers, two things that I've gotten from Harriet that is very, very important. The first thing is that you need to learn your child, understand them, be warm to them. Then the second thing that I have a takeaway, that viewers, that as a parent you need to understand, be their friend.
Yes.
Because what Harriet is saying, out there, they will be told a lot of so many things. But if you are their friends, they will confirm with you. And I like the way you have said, because I've had so many children complain, my mother doesn't like me, especially teenagers. They complain of no one loves them. And you talked about identity crisis, that they are going through identity crisis. So together with what the advice they are given at home, they look at that advice like, I'm being hated. Why do they feel like their parents don't like them? What is happening? Because across the board, whether it's in Africa, out of Africa, you'll hear teenagers complain. My parents don't understand me, they don't like me,
Yeah, I hear you, Becky. So you see, teens say this because they expect their mothers to understand them. And because they think their mothers think they are cheating. You see what we said, the teens, because they think the mothers are suspecting every time, they can't believe them, they want to tell them what they want to hear. So why they say the mothers hate them, because mostly it is the mom who is the complaint amongst teens when they come to going out and moving, and the peer pressure. As I say, they will tell them, don't walk with so and so, but they don't tell them, why should I walk with so and so? The girl doesn't understand, this is my close friend. So why they say their mothers hate them, it's because the mother is doing it from out of good faith, that they want to really put this girl in a cage and protect until they become overprotective. And the more you protect a teenage, they feel like they are babied.
Okay.
And they want that, you see that excitement I talked about initially? Their excitement is here, and here they are being put in a cocoon where they are thought as babies. If they feel like they are mature enough, they know, and because the mother wants this baby of mine, as she thinks this is a baby, and the teens think, no, I am not, and my mother is too much for me. She hates me. Why can't she let me do this? Why can't she listen to me? That is why the final analysis, they say, I am moving out, so they rebel. Actually, most of them, what they are telling us, they just disappear to go to their boyfriend.
Okay, so what we are seeing is rebellion.
They rebel and say...
So when they are rebelling out there, they are also becoming pregnant.
Yes.
And there's something I also got, viewers, that is very key, parents, that you need to know. They feel suffocated when you overprotect them. So what you're telling me, I should be open to them. I should tell you that the reason I am doing this is because of this. So let me ask you, now because we have talked about girls becoming pregnant. Who are these people who are making these girls pregnant?
Yes, the alleged boyfriends in quotes, because I talked about peer pressure and those who have made friends again in through the artificial intelligence. This is what you are getting in social media, because it is teaching them everything that they shouldn't know and what they know. So these people who are making these children pregnant are not young children. They are not children like these children. They are adults, which again, you know, is a crime.
So this is a GBV issue.
This is a GBV issue because this is defilement. And according to the law and Sexual Offences Act, any adult who defiles a minor, the minor has no consent. The minor, even when they take themselves to adults, they can take and say, no, me, I want to stay with this one. I want him to marry me. But an adult man has no reason to stay or sleep with a child. They should know the age before.
So before I sleep with this girl.
This is a GBV. It's already an offense, because a child, even if they say, you are my boyfriend, I love you, I want you, you have no right to sleep with that child. So it is a crime. It is defilement, which is a GBV. It's a gender-based violence crime. Yeah.
Okay. So to the people who are sleeping with these girls out there, we have really talked about girls being pregnant, and we are not pointing these girls. We are only trying to see, can we get a solution out of all this? But we want to tell the perpetrators out there, according to what we are getting, is that whatever you are doing, when the law will catch up with you, you are in for trouble, because according to Sexual Offences Act in Kenya, that is defilement, and you should actually be prosecuted. And other than prosecution, let's speak to perpetrators out there. And I like the way you're saying, yes, the girl may come to you and say, oh, you are my boyfriend, but what we are getting is that no child under 18 who can give you consent. So when you're out there, imagine what you're doing to the life of this girl.
So unfortunately, Becky,
okay,
what these adult males are doing to these girls, you see what I'm calling the artificial intelligence.
Yes.
This social media.
And you're talking out of experience.
Yes.
Because you're with these girls.
One-on-one, what you're talking and what they're feeding you. They say, they use this, the Instagram, they find them in sites of Instagram.
The social media sites.
Social media sites. And they direct them where they can get them. Some of them even pay for their Uber to come and locate them, because already they have the pins or whatever, because children, most of them have the smartphones, which is again a detriment with children when they are on this long holiday. They go and find them and they keep them. They confine them, rather to say, so this child does not know even the place. She can't get out. And she's fed, she's given money, which she can't get maybe from the parents. And this perpetrator knows very well this is a child that they are doing this. So it is very, very unfortunate.
That's so unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate.
What I'm getting from you is that this one can also equate it to the economic hardship that we are going through. So these girls go to social media, they find these perpetrators or these men there, and so they are able to pay for their Uber. And like you say, these girls or they are now at home. Maybe no one is supervising them, so they are able to go. So the girls that you have been with them, they have been paid for Uber, and then they are given money. And this money, maybe I'll not be able to get it from my mother, but because again we are not close with my mother, when I come back, I will not say.
Yeah,
I've already been abused. I'm feeling like I've been given money, but it's maybe I'm not even feeling good, but I can't say because I don't have money. I'm not very close to my parent. But now the other question I know a viewer would be asking out there would be, now, for smartphones, we were told not to give them. But now they need them because they need to
study.
download all the school materials. Then how do we help them to draw the boundaries to use this phone in the right way? Because even see what we are doing right now when we are seated here. We are passing information through social media because of this COVID thing. So social media becomes the next thing. So how do we help our children to draw the boundaries?
Yeah, during this COVID, it's a bit challenging because actually the parents have to give the smartphones because they're the only ones they can access the exams, the homework, and everything that they need to learn. But like I'm saying, unless that, the healthy dialogue again comes in. And again, it's not every parent who has no guidance actually to these children.
Not every parent.
We are not complaining about that parents do not do give guidance, but the excitement again, the child who is to be to go out or go despite the fact that the parent is actually teaching them not to. And with the smartphones, and especially this very challenging period, it has its disadvantages and its own advantages. Those who are to learn will actually use it very, very healthy, but the ones who are to disappear and use it for just going for fun will still do it. But the only thing is, again, I'm saying it's health dialogue, guidance, discussions on how to use, and the reason for giving you this gadget or this smartphone is to make use of learning. It's just a learning source, not for you to get through to. It's just the same discussion, same guidance, same conversation, same health conversation between the child and the parent and the mother. Yeah.
There's something, parents and viewers, I don't want to miss. What Harriet have said, which is very true, and it's critical. She's saying during this time it's very sensitive, and as much as we are trying to say, oh, phone, they have to use social media. But one thing that she's saying is that you have to have a healthy dialogue with your children. So this is not even for girls. This is to all the children out there, that we have to have a healthy dialogue with our children. And something else, parent, I like what I have heard from Harriet, that it's not all the parents. And we are not blaming you, parents. Remember, this is a very new thing to us. We've never had our children at home this long. This is very new. But we are trying, as an institution, as GVLC, we are trying to see how do we help each other? How do we support you to even support your children back at home? And that's why we are saying not all parents are not giving, but we know there are parents out there that are not giving guidance. So we need to remind you that now, parents, you are the teachers now, you are the caregiver, you are the counselor. They used to have counselors in school. They used to have, everything in school. Now, you are even the priest, because these children are not even going to church. So you are everything. And I think this is an opportunity we've been given as parents to see, to parent again our children. But Harriet is saying that we must engage our children in a healthy dialogue. That I'm giving you this smartphone, but it can lead you to 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
The choice is yours. And again, parents, something else is that our children, they may not resent sometimes, but they imitate. We model them. When we model, they see what we are doing and they learn from us. So Harriet, now back to that. Now that the problem is with us here, and we have seen we have this problem at home, all over, what do you think the duty bearers in this country can do as part of prevention? And I want to start the duty bearers from the government.
Yeah, the duty bearers for these children, we start from the main government. The national government and the county governments should have the judicial system set such that, because these perpetrators, first of all, starting from the law enforcers, police should investigate if this perpetrator has been arrested. So what is happening? There should be proper investigations carried, taken further to court, that the judicial should take up and make sure these cases are prosecuted so that the perpetrator actually faces there's an outcome. If the perpetrator has been taken to court, there should be an outcome of jail. That the society will see these ones, even if you report this perpetrator arrested, yes, the enforcers, the law enforcers have taken part, they have arrested, but the cases should be taken, the government should make sure any defilement case, and I'm sure they actually take so much keen interest, even now during COVID.
And the president is on it.
It's on it. I think it's only defilement cases which are going to court, and they are actually working on them. But I'm saying, can we see the results? So that if a child has become pregnant, this pregnancy, the father will never be known. She has lost her childhood through unwanted pregnancies, and yet you see these people who are adults going scot-free. So the duty bearers starts with the government, comes down to the parents, ourselves, and the society in general.
Okay. Yeah. So you're saying, if we are able to see the results of the prosecuted cases, even people out there are going to fear. If an investigation is done and the whole journey is taken and we see results, so those perpetrators out there see what is happening, they may fear, which I think could be part of the prevention.
Yes.
What about...
And as we are talking now, all these children we are seeing pregnant, actually all the perpetrators are in.
Okay. Because
children definitely know the person. It's not the rape which goes at night, you have been raped, you have been found. These children know the perpetrator. And fortunately, they are actually all apprehended. Now the duty bearers should take action from there and make sure the case goes up to the fulfillment, so that others reporting will know there's something which is happening to the perpetrators.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when the cases are completed to the latter, those who are even thinking to do it, they will be, now they'll start fearing.
Yes.
What about the minors who, because we also have cases of minors impregnating the minors?
Okay, we have not yet witnessed this what we are talking about, these statistics. But
out there
we have been hearing minors impregnating other minors. I think they have their own special discipline in what we call the juvenile. But I understand from 12 years they are answerable. They are supposed to answer for the crime what they are committed. But this one I think is taken in the juvenile system, because now there was a case, if a child has impregnated another child, who is consenting to who? Because the boy child also has no consent. The girl child has no consent. I don't know how the government takes that, because this is a child to a child, and both of them are not able to give consent. So when they are taken to juvenile, I think it's molding them or making up to rehabilitating them, to rehabilitate them. Yeah.
Okay, now let me come now to GVLC. And you've been getting these cases, and viewers, these cases are all over. Like I said, we are in almost 4 counties. For example, in Nairobi County, between March and July, we received 24 cases of girls who already were pregnant. In Meru County, those girls that we supported in our facilities were 2. In Kajiado County, we supported 17 girls. In Nakuru County, we have supported so far 6 girls. In Naivasha, which is in Nakuru County, we have supported 1 girl. And in Mombasa, we have 1 girl who, again, and that forms the 51, meaning it is all over. So I want to ask you, now that you are also in charge of children in GVLC, how do you help them?
Now, GVLC, we bring back meaning to lives of survivors of all GBV. And when it comes to children, we are very, very sensitive, because for the best interest of the child, in everything we do for the best interest of the child. So that's why I was saying, if there are parents who are unable completely to cancel these girls, they can bring them to us.
Only girls?
No, even now, in this
scenario of pregnancy,
in the scenario of pregnancies, we are talking about girls. Boys, we have them, Becky. We are not saying boys are also sexually abused, and we're having quite a number actually even during this COVID. We even though the topic was just pregnant girls, unfortunately we're having very young boys, and them it is even so painful because it is causing the prolapse. And there's a lot of problem. They have to go to theater. Like even currently, I have one who has been taken to Algam by ambulance because of the same. But now, that aside, sodomized. But that aside, we are talking about what do we do as GVRC to children. We, at GVRC, we have support groups. We call them psychotherapy or psychosocial support groups for all the survivors of GBV. And in particular, children, they come with their caregivers. So that as we teach parenting, we are still going on through therapy with children. So currently, what we have done with pregnant girls, we have now decided to form special. We are calling this special because we've never had such a large group of children pregnant at GVRC. We could have one after maybe 2 years, but this one we have decided to form pregnant girls support groups. And these support groups, we are going to move with these children for 1 year. In the course of moving with them, some will deliver, yes, but we will not stop moving with them. They still come with their children and their parents. But what we do is we teach them, this is not their fault. Yes, it has happened, and we cannot criminalize them. And even as we are teaching the mothers in the support group, we are telling them not to criminalize these children because some of them have actually gone to abort. And then we tell them the consequences of abortion. These are minors, they can lose their lives, they might never get children in life, they might contract the fistula, there are so many other consequences in it. So the support groups basically are to support these children. We move with them through the journey, and we love them so much because like I was having one on Thursday last week, and they are awesome because they don't talk to the parents home. So when they come, they tell me everything, everything that I would need to know. And that is my joy. And when they tell me, because now when child is going through abuse, we don't also keep quiet to the parents. We usually share so that we can be helping them from home and at GVRC. So GVRC will move with these children. They are getting antenatal services, care. Some of them are going to the nearest health center where they come from because the government also takes over when it comes to antenatal clinics, and they help to when GVRC is handling this side, they also take care of antenatal clinics. So the children are very happy. When they came, they were not talking because they had not told the parents what was happening. One parent was telling me, I'm very shocked, because they came and we did the pelvic ultrasound, only to find this is 5.5 years. Even me, 5.5 months old baby, the fetus. Actually, even to me, as a mother, I couldn't tell. We cannot tell she is. You wouldn't see, but the ultrasound is here. The doctors have confirmed she's 5.5 months pregnant, and we shall.
She's how old?
She's 16. She's 16, but the youngest we have is
11.
It's 11, and then we have a 13. We have quite a number. 14s. 14s are very many, and they are very happy. The joy is that because the pregnant, we are pro-life. Pro-life means we are not going to do any abortion from there, but we will move with them. They get the babies because we still have them. I've called those ones who have already given birth to come and support them. So they were there to see they're moving. They went back to school, and that is the GVRC support. We are giving,
so what I'm getting, because now we are coming, like we are coming to the end of our program. First thing that I've gotten from you is that parent, we have to accept when it happens, it has happened. And you cannot criminalize this girl, because one, is not her mistake. Yes, it has happened. Yes, she ran away. I don't think that this is what she had planned to do. And the other thing that is very interesting, they don't talk to parents, but when they come to GVRC, they are open to you. So parents, we need to ask ourselves, what could be happening? Why are they not opening to us, but they are opening to strangers? and I'm sure some viewers will argue it's because they are professionals. Yes, it's true. GVLC have professional psychologists, but we would also like to encourage parents to be warm to them, such that they are also able to open up to you. But the other thing, because I had asked the help GVLC gives, is that journey they walk with these children. The fact that they have come, they are pregnant, and I like that this is a multidisciplinary approach. When we are offering, or when GVLC is offering psychosocial support, the government is also supporting them in the antenatal clinics. Because do you offer antenatal clinics?
No, our regime doesn't offer antenatal clinics.
Okay.
But we always fix them in government facilities
Okay.
that are nearest to them.
Okay, so you
such that they don't also have to make a journey.
Okay.
They always,
So parents, this is a multidisciplinary approach where this child will be placed in the nearest health facilities. So as they are attending the antenatal, so the GVLC is supporting in psychosocial support.
Yeah, and when they come, we follow. We know, have you attended the last clinic? Because they have the card and they follow up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also follow up on
the other side of front.
Yes. And you also said you have group therapies where they join different group with their parents, so they're educated together. So there's a lot of psychoeducation for these teens who are pregnant and their parents on how to support them beyond therapy. So parents, these have been very interesting, Harriet. Also being a parent, I'm also learning a lot. So parents, this is what we are told, is that if we have to curb this, we have to open up, we have to talk to them, we have to remember you are the caregiver, you are the counselor, you are the guidance teacher, you are now everything. Remember, again, something that we have been reminded, these children, especially the teenagers, they are in their developmental stage where their body is reacting, they are excited, anything that will excite their sexual urges, they will learn to eat. And therefore, you need to be there to be their support system. You need to understand and know your child. I don't know whether there's anything I've left, Harriet, because I'm concluding all that you said.
It is a healthy dialogue. I'm telling you, when a parent engages with a healthy dialogue with their child, with their daughter, they open up before, when this thing is happening, they are not bitter with their mothers, as they are saying. As you said, people are saying, oh, my mom hates me. The mother actually does not hate them, but they are so, you see the parenting, which is that parenting style.
The rigid.
It is me who has said. When parents, you are discussing with your children, please involve them. Let them participate in the discussions. Let them be participants in the discussions you are making for them, because that is the only way we mold children and develop them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're calling it healthy dialogue.
Healthy dialogue.
Beside anything else, viewers, one of the things that would like you take home is the healthy dialogue. And also to the duty bearers, we have seen they also have their praise. The government, we need to fast track these sentences, the prosecution. We need to see the outcome, such that other people out there who want to defile these girls, they will fear. And everybody there out there, we need to protect our children, because once they are pregnant, we have denied them the childhood growth. They may go back to school because the government have allowed them to go back to school, but you can imagine how many mothers, their self-esteem may be eroded and everything. So there's a lot that needs to be done out there. And now when it has happened, parents, we need to accept our children with love. We need to stop criminalizing this or parading them. We need to accept them and guide them, and also look for help. So, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, the other thing, Becky, maybe you have not said is, apart from the support groups we do right at the GVLC centers, we also have the primary care, primary prevention.
Okay.
Where we go out there, all over the country, in all counties, trying to do prevention before this happens. So even if it has happened, GVLC tries so much to enter deep from the community. We train community champions who can be left to train the children, teachers. We have tried to do the child protection clubs in schools, starting from primary schools, so that as they grow, they also can teach
Yes.
The peers outside.
Okay.
Yes.
You're talking about mentorship.
Mentorship,
There's a lot of
yes.
mentorship GVLC is doing. Thank you so much, Harriet. Parent out there, if you're out there and you need to speak to a counselor, you have these children and you need to talk to them, you need capacity building. We also do a lot of capacity building. Even what we are doing now, it's still primary prevention.
Yes.
Because we are telling parents that we need to understand our children and prevent. So we have a GVLC, there is a toll-free line, and you can call that. It's a toll-free line. You can call, and once you call, you can be directed on what to do. If you would like to join even those group therapies, you can call. Harriet and others are part of the team that forms the GVLC psychologist, and our toll-free number is 0800 720 565. I take that again. GVLC have a toll-free line, and it's 0800 720 565. If you call that number, somebody will be waiting for you and they will be able to give you direction. So thank you so much, viewers. It's always exciting to engage you in our Wednesday engagement, and today we are looking at teen pregnancy, and we said it's a sad scenario, and we'll try and give more information in coming Wednesdays. And together with me was Harriet Morage. Harriet Morage is GVLC psychologist. She's in charge of our children department. She is a child therapist. If you need to see her, you can just call that toll-free line, and she'll be able to give you more of information about parenting skills, and again about all types of abuse and what you need to do. Until next Wednesday, thank you so much. My name is Rebecca Gitao. I'm in charge of medical and psychosocial support services in GVLC. See you next Wednesday.